Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, with the co-host Loaf, and we're back for the early predictions for UFC Vegas 66. Jared Cannonier, Sean Strickland, and we absolutely crushed it last week, Loaf. I'm up 13 units on a parlay with Chris Curtis for the knockout, Jairzinho Rozenstruik for the knockout, and Driscus Duplessis for the finish. We're up 3.3 units from an over-under parlay that hit. Rozenstruik and Dawkins under 2.5. Corintillo Hernandez over 1.5. Ponzinibbio Moreno over 1.5. Blachowicz Anklev over 1.5. So we're up big units from last week at UFC 282. All finishes up until the controversial judging. What do you think about that, Loaf?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't like to see that. It's kind of hurts as a fan, you know.
Paddy Pimblett and Jared Gordon, I knew could have went either way, especially if judging. But
Gordon had 6 minutes control time.
I thought
30 seconds.
I think most people thought Gordon won it. I thought Gordon won it.
I honestly did too, man. I'm a Paddy fan, but yeah, I definitely thought Gordon had that.
And now looking at those two fights, I know my favorite fighter, Ilya's gonna have no problem with Paddy.
Yeah.
Ilya's gonna be Paddy all day long.
Yeah. And he got the finish for you, lock of the week. That's 3 in a row for you, man.
Yes.
Looking to go 4 in a row this week. So you're crushing it right now.
And then the Magomed, that draw was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was absolutely bullshit.
Should have been Magomed's fight at they took the belt right away from him, so that's just stupid, I think.
Yeah, just pulling up the stats here, Anklev clearly won that one. 11 minutes control time. That's
190 strikes to 70.
That's a disgrace for the fighters, man. I feel really bad for him. He should have had that one.
Yeah.
And I heard Jamal Hill's coming for the belt against Glover Teixeira.
I'd say Glover will finish that one.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think he'll get the submission.
Jamal's good, but I think Glover will lock up that sub.
Yeah, they'll get the belt to Glover, and then Glover's gonna have to fight one of them.
Hopefully, Magomed.
Glover's a better grappler. He has the submission ability, technician. He's obviously gonna get it done against Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off with the early predictions here. Started off with the early prelim opener. What we got here?
David Dvorak versus Manel Kape.
I think the first fight's actually Sergey Morozov versus Newson. I believe is the first fight actually. First one of the night.
Okay, so all right.
Newson, he looked pretty good in his last fight, but Morozov, he's pretty strong on the ground. He has strong hands. I think he's gonna get this one done. He's a big favorite here. Didn't look great in his last fight. Kind of got dropped against Rolian Pavia, but I feel like he's gonna bounce back here, Loaf, and get another win.
Yeah.
Even though he beat Rolian Pavia, but he did get dropped.
Yeah. I'm going to go Sergey Morozov as well. I think he'll be able to get this one done. 18-5 against 10-3. Jeremy Newson's fairly new to the UFC. Sergey's had a little bit more experience inside the UFC. I got to go with Sergey Morozov to get this one done. It could be a decision, honestly. I feel like it might hold out, but if not, it could be a submission for Sergey Morozov.
Yeah, Morozov has almost 3 takedown average. His accuracy isn't great at 26%, but
significant strike accuracy is a lot higher than Newson.
Yeah,
so
better strike accuracy, and he has good power.
Yeah,
and I think he's fighting the higher level guys. He's coming in as a good favorite here, but likely
the lines are a bit wide. Honestly,
they are a bit
should be
wide.
A little bit closer.
Yeah,
I think.
I do think it should be a little bit closer, but probably won't bet this one. To be honest with you, I think it goes over 1.5 potentially. That's a good bet. Could go to a decision, but I think Morozov gets it done.
Next up, we got David Dvorak and Manel Kape. I'm going with David Dvorak all day, even though he's this is a wide one, I think, too.
Yeah, a little wide.
But Manel Kape is really explosive. He's accurate, and he has heavy hands. But I mean, Dvorak 20-4 looks really good. Has 16 finishes out of those 20. Yeah. And I mean, looking at his stats,
he's very technical.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be a lot more technical.
Yeah, and I mean, the only loss he has is to Matthias Nikolai, and I mean, it was a controversial decision. I think David Dvorak probably should have won it. So I'm gonna go with David Dvorak to get that one done, the underdog.
Yeah, he was on a big roll before that loss to Nikolai, and he probably could have won that one. He had lots of volume. Yeah. It was a pretty low level fight, or low volume, low pace fight, but he's pretty smart and technical. I think if Manel Kape can't find that knockout, he can easily get this done by a decision. And with $3, that's kind of disrespectful. I think it should be a lot closer of a line. He has 20 wins, really good experience. I'm going to make him my dog of the week, Loaf. And next up, we got Rinat Fakhretdinov going against Bryan Battle. Short notice opponent here.
Yeah. That's my lock of the week is Rinat Fakhretdinov. I mean, I can't see the odds yet. The odds aren't on Betway.
I think it's like an even money fight right now.
Yeah, I can't see them. But I mean, a guy who's 19-1 against a guy who's 9-1, and Rinat has finished 16 of his 19. I mean, I gotta go with Rinat, man. I don't know how I cannot not go with him. Bet Andreas Michailidis, the Gladiator. I mean, not the Gladiator, but the Spartan.
Yeah.
He bet him pretty quick.
Well, unanimous decision.
Oh, I was reading the wrong one.
Yeah,
I was reading
the one before that, it was an early knockout in front of Dana White. That was at Eagle FC, I'm pretty sure. Or EAE.
UAE Warriors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I gotta go with Rinat. I mean, I think he's way more experienced than Bryan Battle. He's 20 fights to 9, so I gotta go for that.
Yeah, I agree with you here. Bryan Battle did look good in his last fight against Sato, though. He got that head kick, but Rinat Fakhretdinov, I feel like he's going to be a little bit too powerful, and he's going to be a better grappler, and he's going to be able to get this one done probably by a finish. I can see the finish here.
Definitely a finish, I'd say Rinat.
If not, money line's definitely a good play.
I mean, if it's true, if those guys are even money odds, that finish for Rinat's going to be probably high, so I'm definitely going to throw money on that. Yeah. I should have threw it for finish on Ilya Tapiri last week. I didn't throw a bunch on it. Should have.
And you said he's your lock of the week this week?
Rinat, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think he gets this one done. Next up,
we got Rafa Garcia and Maheshate Hayase.
Maheshate.
I don't know how to say that guy's fucking name.
But,
I gotta go with Rafa Garcia on this one. I mean, Maheshate, he did have an impressive last win there against Steve Garcia round 1. But I mean,
he has a big height difference here. 6 feet against 5'7" for Rafa Garcia.
I know, but if you look past his last 2 fights, Maheshate, I mean, he has such a padded record.
Yeah,
a guy who's one win and 7 losses and stuff like that.
On the Chinese regional scene.
Yeah, so I gotta go with Garcia. Garcia has fought some pretty good opponents. I mean, I can't see him losing to Maheshate, a debut fighter. So. Yeah,
Rafa Garcia, he came into the UFC. 2 tough unanimous decision losses, but after that he beat Natan Levy by unanimous decision, beat Jesse Ronson submission. He has 7 submission wins.
Fought Chris Gutierrez, went to decision with him.
Yeah. He has 8 submission wins, sorry. He could be live on the ground to get this finish against Maheshate.
I'd say just take the finish even. He could get that KO too.
He only has 1 knockout though. Maheshate is going to be big, hard to get at.
Yeah, true.
I can see him sinking in a guillotine or rear naked choke for sure here.
More decision with Nash, man. Holy fuck, this guy has some experience.
Yeah, he has some experience. He's been
decision with kind close.
5 fights. He's only won 2 of them.
Yeah.
I expect him to get his 3rd win here.
But that's the thing. The 5 people he's fought are high level.
They are high level.
Chris Gutierrez, Drakkar Klose, and Natan Levy. I mean, Natan Levy just easily won his last fight there.
Yeah.
Against Gennaro Valdez. So, I mean, yeah, I got to go with...
Yeah, that's good UFC experience. He has 8 submissions. I got to think he beats Maheshate here. He's only 23 years old. Like you said, on the Chinese regional scene, he was cleaning up guys, but pretty low-level padded record.
Yeah, Rafa Garcia to win for sure. Probably a finish.
180 slight favorite here. Yeah, definitely the play.
Next up, we got Said Nurmagomedov versus Saidyokub Kakhramonov.
Kakhramonov coming off that big win.
This is going to be a close fucking fight, man.
And it's priced pretty close.
These guys are so similar fighters, but I like.
And said Nurmagomedov is no relation to the other Nurmagomedov guys, so don't steam him on.
That doesn't matter. Shit, man. It's hard to go against a Russian.
I know. But he's not related to the other boys, so he's more of a striker. He has 4 knockouts, very good on the feet, but 4 submissions as well. He's a good wrestler.
And Saidyokub's stats, I mean, are crazy.
He has lots of control time, and he has crazy amounts of takedowns in his last fight.
Yeah.
And he went to a unanimous decision.
The lines are really close on this as well, so I'm gonna. I was siding with Said Nurmagomedov at first.
Kakhramonov went to a decision with Umar Nurmagomedov, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to go with Saidyokub. I mean, I was looking at his stats. I had Said at first, but looking at Saidyokub, his volume is way too high. 6 takedowns.
And his average for takedowns is pretty high. Average
72, significant strike accuracy. I got to go with Saidyokub, Kakhramonov to get it done, I'd say. Probably by decision.
I think
these guys are going to bang it out.
Over 1.5 or over 2.5 is a good bet here. I think this one goes to a decision.
I can't see these guys finishing each other. This is going to be a close fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a close fight, but I can see Saidyokub, Kakhramonov having more volume, more takedowns, more control time, and getting this one done.
Yeah, I say so.
Hopefully no controversial judging this week.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Praying on that. We got Julian Marquez, Winn.
Oh, this is going to be a finish, man.
I think Marquez gets it done, man.
I'd say Marquez knocks out Winn. Winn has a chin. It's been noticed in the last couple times.
He does have a chin.
So I got to go with Marquez. I mean, Marquez fought Gregory Rodriguez, and even though he did get beat by Gregory by KO, I mean...
And that was in the first round.
But I mean, the amount of damage he took, like, I mean, he was still going. He took a lot of damage. So...
Winn, too. He lost to Phil Haas via knockout.
Darren Stewart, Gerald Mershad.
His only win was Antonio Arroyo
Yeah.
by unanimous decision.
And then
He's not doing that great. Julian Marquez is kind of tearing it up right now.
Sam Alvey, Maki Patalo.
Both by submission, man.
Split decision to Alicia DeCiro. Win against Darren Stewart and Phil Haas.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's winning by finish.
He won against Phil Haas and Darren Stewart, and then Winn lost against Phil Haas and Darren Stewart.
Yeah,
so I mean, like,
he has 6 knockouts, 3 submissions, 100% finish rate.
Yeah, I gotta go with Julian Marquez, probably KO.
Yeah,
or finish. Go for a finish.
Go for the finish.
Yeah, 6-3. Go for a finish.
Yeah, no, I don't really think Winn can get this one done. He's a shorter guy, small for the weight division. He's gonna have a tough fight against Julian Marquez.
Big time.
The Cuban Missile Crisis likely gets this one done by finish.
Yeah, I mean 100% finish rate. You gotta go by finish.
You got to.
And next up, we got Jake Matthews and Matthew Semelsberger. And I mean, this is gonna be another tough one, man. Matthew Semelsberger is known for those big punches, and
Another $3 dog.
And he has a really long reach, Matthew Semelsberger. But Jake Matthews looked really good in his last fight.
Knocked out Andre Fiallo.
Knocked out the only guy he lost to in wrestle was Sean Brady, and Sean Brady was 14-0 at the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got to give it to Jake Matthews. I mean, he has some success against Sanchez.
He's been in the UFC for a while. He only lost to Anthony Rocco Martin.
Sean Brady.
Yeah, beat the Leech by a decision. He's definitely the money line play. This could go to a decision because he's going to try to avoid the knockout power of Matthew Semelsberger.
Jake Matthews has a lot of experience. I got to go with Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews will get this one done.
He surprised me the last time out against Fiallo, how he handled that pressure, got the knockout. So I think he's more live for the knockout than Matthew Semelsberger.
For sure, yeah.
Definitely a good favorite here. The Celtic kid gets it done.
What has he got?
5 knockouts, 7 submissions.
12 finishes out of 18.
Yeah. 6 decisions, so it could go to a decision.
Probably will. Semelsberger's a tough dude. Probably will go
I feel like these boys are going to be throwing, though. I think he could get that knockout.
He went
back-to-back knockouts.
Sanchez, though, man.
Yeah, but his last fight, man, he's picking it up.
4 years old. I don't know. I'd say.
Diego's tough, though. Tough as fuck.
I'm going to go decision.
Yeah, decision.
Jake
Money line's
Matthews.
definitely the play. Good favorite. Celtic kid gets it done.
All right, next one. What we got, Ryan?
Women's fight, the only one on the card.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Vlismas versus Cory McKenna. 262 underdog. I like Cory McKenna. I think she gets it done with the wrestling. She's 23. She should have the gas tank to get it done. Her striking might not be the best, but I think she can avoid the striking of Cheyenne, formerly Buys, but it's Vlismas now. I think she gets the wrestling. She gets the control time. She gets this one done by a decision, though.
I'm not gonna touch this one. I'm not gonna
likely not touch it on the bet. Maybe a little sprinkle on McKenna because she's such a big underdog.
I mean, for this one, I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna say it's gonna go over 2.5 or to the decision. It's gonna be a decision fight, so over 2.5 would be a good bet. So a decision. But I mean, if you are gonna side with someone, I mean, you know what? I think I really do have to go with.
You're going against me?
I think I'm going to have to go against you on this one because every single time I bet on Cory McKenna, I've been fucked.
Well, she's only lost twice.
But both the times...
And once was only Elise Reed in the UFC, so that was the only time.
Well,
it was a split decision. She probably could have won that one. Her last time out, she got the submission win there. She could be live for that finish as well.
Kay Hansen, Miranda Granger.
So maybe to go to the decision might not be the best bet. But likely, she likely won't be able to finish Cheyenne Vlismas in this one.
I don't fucking know, man. This one's too close.
It's a tough fight. It's a very tough fight. It's a women's fight. Avoid it on the bets. We usually do.
Yeah, no, probably Cory McKenna, actually. She's
a big underdog. I feel like the underdog going to get it done. Well,
plus she is fighting more experienced people, I'd say.
Is.
Better volume.
2 knockouts, 2 submissions.
Elise Reed, Hansen, Vanessa Demopoulos, Elise Reed. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I'd say you're right. Cory McKenna should get this one done.
She got the submission in the last one. Like, I don't know if she'll get another finish in this one, but
no, I'd say decision. She'll do a lot of wrestling and grappling.
Yeah, likely. She has high numbers.
Yeah, I'd say
takedown
Cory
average,
McKenna.
good accuracy. Cory McKenna's the play here. Next up, we got Michal Oleksiejczuk going against Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage coming off 2 wins by a finish. Big underdog, $3 again. But I don't know. He's going to have a tough fight against Oleksiejczuk here, coming off a knockout win against Sam Alvey. Unanimous decision loss to Jacoby. He's all around pretty good. He's going to have the height advantage here. He's usually faster and better than most of his opponents. Shamil Gamzatov, that was a tough fight for him, man, and he got that one done.
I mean, the only loss, yeah, exactly. Dagestan. He was from Dagestan. Only loss ever is to Michal, Oleksiejczuk, whatever the fuck.
Oleksiejczuk.
Yeah, I gotta go with Michal.
And he's the favorite here. I think he gets it done, but Cody Brundage, man, his last 2 fights were pretty impressive though. Knocked out Trayshawn Gore in that one.
And this one, I'm gonna go KO for Michal.
You think he gets it done by KO?
His hands are heavy. I gotta go with Michal.
I think this one's definitely gonna be the finish for sure. Cody Brundage fighting the little bit lower level guys. Lost to Nick
If
Max.
William Knight can KO Brundage, I think Michal can. So I gotta go with Michal to get done by KO.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean money line though in this one.
Yeah, take just a win. Yeah.
This one could be early. These boys have a lot of losses in the first round and wins in the first round. They have a lot of decisions too, so I don't really know what to expect on this one, but I definitely expect Oleksiejczuk to get it done on this one.
Yeah.
Should be a little bit closer than 310 for Brundage.
Yeah.
Coming off those 2 finishes, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the favorite, Michael Oleksiejczuk.
Next up, we got Drew Dober and Bobby Green. And this is another really close fight, but I got to lean towards Bobby Green. It's going to be really close. I had Drew Dober at the beginning, but Bobby Green, I mean, yes, Drew Dober did beat Terrence McKinney. I think Terrence McKinney comes in a little wild looking for that round 1 knockout. I think that's what cost him it against Drew Dober. Yeah. Bobby Green's a little more patient, has heavy hands. And I got to go with Bobby Green. I mean, if it stays on the feet, it should be Bobby Green's fight. Drew Dober is a good striker as well, but I mean, I think Bobby Green is a little better. So I got to go with Bobby Green to get this one done.
Yeah, his last time he lost to Islam in the first round, but he was just kind of in there for the paycheck. No harm, no foul there.
And Bobby Green, Bobby Green has a win over Al La Quinta.
Yeah, who knocked him out in the first round.
Who took, what's his name?
Khabib to a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Green's tough, man. He's an underdog, good value. Drew Dober, though, he's won his last 2 by knockout. He has a lot of power in the hands here. This is a close matchup. Likely avoided on the bets. This one could go either way.
Went to decision with Fazayev.
I think this one will go to a decision. The judges, I don't know what to expect. I feel like they're gonna like Bobby Green. He brings a lot of volume. He's pretty creative, and I think he can withstand the wrestling for sure. And he's gonna be more patient, like you said. He's not gonna go right in there because obviously Terrence wasn't successful with that. I think Bobby's going to be smart in this one, come back, get the win, like you said. I was on Drew Dober, but after looking into it here, I think Bobby Green's definitely a good dog to play by a decision.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to be more creative, have the volume, withstand that wrestling, and the judges are going to like that a lot.
Yeah. He's a slugger, Bobby.
Yeah, he's a big slugger, man. Very enjoyable guy to watch. Next up, my lock of the week, Julian Erosa coming off the big win against Hakeem Dawodu. Going against Alex Caceres. Dude, Julian Erosa, I didn't have him last time against Hakeem. You took him as an underdog, big underdog, and he came out and got the big decision win. Has lots of submissions on that record. I'm definitely backing him here against a lower level guy in Alex Caceres. This is a lot easier of a fight for him. Definitely lock of the week for me. What do you think, Glove?
I totally agree. I mean, Caceres kind of has a sketchy record as is, 19 and 13. Yeah. He's always kind of a win-loss type guy. And Erosa looked really good against Hakeem. I did have him last time against Hakeem, and he did look really well. And then he got a win over Steven Peterson and Charles Jourdain. He won his last
win 3. Streak.
Yeah, he won his last 3 and
he's on a roll right now
against pretty good fighters. So I mean, I gotta go with Julian Erosa to get this done. I'd say he even locks. Well, I don't know. Caceres is a submission guy himself.
Yeah.
So I might have to go.
He has 11 knockouts, so 12 submissions.
Maybe finish. Take Julian Erosa maybe by finish, I'd say, because I mean he's got 23 finishes out of 28, so. He should be able to get the finish on Caceres.
Oh, I hope so, man.
Caceres has a lot of submission losses, though. Holy
7 submission losses. It could be for the submission for Julian Erosa for sure.
Yeah, I'd say submission. I mean, that's a lot of losses by sub.
Yeah, I think in the forecast is definitely a submission for Julian Erosa, my lock of the week.
Yeah. Next up,
and I'm looking to recover after Eric Silva because...
Yeah, Eric Silva was a bad one.
I cannot be betting on debut fighters or locking them in.
No.
Too sketchy, so... I think this is a safe play. Julian Erosa, this is an easier opponent than his last one, so lock it in.
Next up, this will be my underdog of the week, Damir Asmagulov versus Arman Tsukrian. And I mean, I got Demir all day. I mean, he's such a technical fighter. Every time he's managed to just stay away from those big shots. He puts a lot of volume out. And he bet Gorham Kutaladze last time. I mean, Gorham's a really good fighter. I got to go with Demir. I mean, his record 24-1 speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's a good record. He's
a great fighter. Arman is tough. He has heavy hands, but I think Demir will be able to avoid that, man. He's avoided it a lot of other times. And I feel like this time will be no different. I got to go with Demir to get this done by decision against Arman Tsoukakian.
Yeah, I'm going against you again, Loaf. Tsoukakian went to a decision with Islam Makhachev. His last time decision against Gamrot, I thought he won that one, but it was a 5-round war. He gassed out in that one. This is a 3-rounder. He knocked out Joel Alvarez, looked really good in that. Before that, knocked out Chris Asiagos. This guy has fucking power. I could see the knockout against Demir, but Demir has one loss, and it was by a decision. So Tsoukakian money line or for the decision's definitely a good play here.
He's a decision. That's all he does is decision. Like if
I thought Graham Kutaladze had that one. So
no,
unless the judges steal this one again, I think Arman can get this one done, man. He has too much power. It's a 3-rounder. He comes out there. He's gonna have a lot of volume.
We'll do a shoey bet on this one if you want.
Yeah, do you want to do a shoey bet?
I'll do a shoey.
Out of a shoe?
For
a greasy shoe.
Demir underdog? Absolutely.
Because Joel Alvarez went to a decision with Demir. Demir doesn't really have the finishing ability.
But he doesn't have two.
He has 12 knockouts, 1 submission.
I think decisions are almost just as impressive. It's the whole fight and it shows the outbeat. Like look at all the unanimous he has.
Oh, I know, but last time was a split, man. I don't think he should have won that one. Tsoukakian should have won his last one, and he didn't. Hopefully Tsoukakian gets this one done. It's a 3-rounder, not a 5-rounder.
He won't win this.
Okay, should we bet?
All right.
Shake on it. Let's go.
Shake on
should we bet? Stay tuned. This is the last show before Christmas break, so we're gonna post a video. We'll do a little short clip of the shoey bet. That should be fun, and we'll do a quick recap after this card too for you before the break. Hope you all have a good Christmas, happy holidays, and this is the main event, main card. Yeah. On the main card, let's go with Jared Cannonier against Sean Strickland. Yeah, I'll be going with Jared Cannonier in this one for the knockout. Likely Sean Strickland coming off that knockout loss. This is kind of a quick turnaround for him. Cannonier has a lot of power. Probably not the best opponent to be fighting after Pereira. I can see. I can unfortunately see Jared Cannonier landing that KO blow. His fight against Adesanya looked pretty good. Went to a decision. Adesanya, I felt like was kind of scared, hesitant. Knew he couldn't really get the knockout. Had to kind of lay back at distance. And Cannonier looked pretty good. And I think he's going to have too much power for Sean Strickland. Even though Sean Strickland, he was on a big roll before Alex Pereira. But I don't know, man. Coming off that knockout loss, like...
I'm going to go Sean Strickland.
This is a tough fight for him.
I'm going to go Sean Strickland.
Yeah?
His KO loss is the fucking now champion.
Yeah, so, but Cannonier has lots of power too, man.
Oh, he does, absolutely. But
19 knockouts, or 10 knockouts, sorry, and 15 wins.
Lost to Reyes, Vahovich, Whitaker, Glover. No, I got to go with Strickland. Decided to go with Strickland. I mean... A 15-6 against a 24 and 25-4. I got to go with 20 more experience. I mean, and Sean Strickland has just as heavy hands. I think he'll be able to hold off Cannonier.
I don't know. Cannonier knocked out Jack Hermanson. Sean Strickland was not successful knocking him out. Went to a decision there.
Either way, he's got more decisions than KOs.
I know they both have 10 knockouts, but Cannonier has less fights.
Yeah, I know. I got to go with Sean Strickland decision.
And for lock of the week, I got Julian Erosa, 157. Definitely a good money line play. I could definitely see the submission though. Don't put too much money on the submission. We'll give some plays for the final predictions though for you, some bets. My dog of the week's going to be David Dvorak, $3 going in against Manel Kape. I think he can outlast him. Get this one done by a decision. Loaf, who's your lock and dog of the week?
My lock is going to be Rinat, whatever is...
Rinat Fakhretdinov?
Fakhretdinov. And yeah, there's no odds on him right now, anyway, that I can see, so...
Slight favorite, slight dog money?
Whatever it is, yeah, I'm going to take him for my lock. I mean, he should have no problem.
He's a wicked money.
He should have no problem with Bryan Battle.
Yeah.
And then my underdog of the week is going to be Damir Ismagulov.
Damir Ismagulov.
Ismagulov, whatever the
And we got a shoey bet on that one. So that should be a good fight. And we're going to do the shoey right after the fight too, since we're going to be drinking during the fights and stuff like that. And we'll record the video, post it later.
And let us know what you guys think, Demir or Herman.
Yeah, put hashtag UFC forecast. Give us a little parlay. Tell us what you think.
Because I want to know more when people think Demir or Herman.
Yeah, and tell us your opinion on some fights. Don't give us the whole breakdown or anything like that, but just put hashtag UFC forecast. Give us a little parlay. And we'll give you a shout out next time if your bet hits. Make sure you smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support. If you want to get in on our bets early, join the $5 a month platinum monthly membership for the Patreon. We're going to put all of our bets out there early. And on the final prediction show, we'll have a couple bets for you. So stay tuned for that. We really appreciate that support.